Okay. All right. All right. Let's see. All right. Okay. So, I want to make sure everything is working smoothly. All right. Everything's I don't know why it keeps doing that. Okay. I'm gonna go from here. Allow my shit to calm down. My goodness. All right. All right. What's going on? Don't have to cut this out. All right, so this is like the I had used my phone earlier, so um, I don't know what's going on with my phone. It was going in and out. Let me see something really quickly. Okay. Um, okay, so I'm live. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my phone. So I'm gonna just utilize my laptop
Want powerful futures tools,
for
insight, and speed? Then you should check out Robinhood.
this Saturn's rise and reset. Okay. Let me see. Chakras. Hang on there. All right. So for this Saturn's rise and reset. Okay. I'm just gonna do a inner child checkup on yourself. Okay. So when I say inner child checkup, I don't necessarily mean, there's something wrong there. This is allowing you to have that conversation with little you. Okay. Need to get some water. What is it that little you is trying to tell you or want you to know that you haven't been paying attention of, or that needs your attention, or your inner self wants to bring a message to your awareness? So, we are going to do a small project. With this project, you're going to have some paper, just regular paper, okay, like this. Any type of paper that you can draw on. And then you're going to trace your hand. Um, we'll dive deep in that. I'll let you know what all we're doing. I do want to tap into some breath work at this very moment. Okay, so we're gonna be getting into that. We got some yoga poses to do. I love my Oracle activity cards. They're actually pretty fun. Okay, so we're gonna make sure we pull. The minimum is 3 messages. However, we have been getting more than 3 messages, which is a wonderful thing. This is us tuning and tapping into our own internal being. We're listening to what it is that our self is telling us. Okay. So I do want to start off with 5 minutes of some breath work. I'm going to set the timer. Okay. Hopefully, you guys, let me not say how firm you can see me. There we go. Setting the timer. We're just going to do some deep breathing, 5 minute deep breathing. It's a perfect time to do some box breathing. In through your nose for 4 counts. Hold for 4 counts. Release for 4 counts. Hold for 4 counts. One more minute, family. One more minute of some deep breathing. Namaste, namaste. Okay, okay. Now we are going to do our art project. Okay, so this is what I want you to do. Get your paper. Start on mine in the beginning. Draw your hand, okay? This is like you holding your own hand with your small self. What does your small self have to say when you guys lock hands? Okay, draw your hand, get the colors that resonates with your image. Basically, whatever color comes to mind for you to use first, do that. Put it wherever yourself is telling you to do. Don't second guess. Um, don't second guess yourself. Okay, I want to give us, it's 10:10 on the clock. Let's say is 5 minutes good? 5 minutes. Let's see. We're gonna do 5 minutes. Okay, so trace your hand. That's all you gotta do. Have your colors. Allow the younger you to guide you on how the colors should flow on your hands. Okay. I'm not even finished. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not even finished. I wanted to start on what my inner child is telling me. Take a moment to yourself and allow yourself to play. What is it little you is trying to relay to you? What message does little you have for you? Okay. Is it you gotta pay attention to a chakra that may need some, extra tender love and care, or if you've been working on that chakra, is it telling you, he or she telling you, little you telling you what you're doing is actually helping the body and you can see the changes? It's based off of how the drawing comes out for you. Okay? How are you feeling as you do this project? Let's not think too much into it. How are you feeling? Let's think about that. How are you feeling at this very moment? Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Press hard. I'm just going back and filling it in. Give yourself a few minutes of that. Give yourself a few minutes. All right. Let's see. All right. Color it in. Just to look at things in a brighter light. Finish what you can. We got 1 minute left. All right. Let's put that to the side. It's okay if you didn't finish. Okay, that's all good. It's the intention. You can definitely finish afterwards. After the Saturn's rise and reset here, you can definitely finish this afterwards because it's all about the intention and what you were drawing. Okay, because I still have some here to fill in. Okay, so the intention is what matters based off this if you still did not finish. Okay, now if your drawing consists of having empty spaces, because the last time I did this, my drawing consists of, you know, a whole empty space. Okay, so let's get to it. So think about the colors that you used. Okay, what was your most dominant color? Okay, when you were coloring with that color, that dominant color, what were your thoughts? What were your emotions? How did you feel? You know, what was going through your mind as you were coloring your piece, using that dominant color for your uh, your project. Okay, did you notice any colors that were missing? Did you use all the colors? Did you use some of the colors? Because it does, that does have a big difference. Okay, were there areas where you was pressing too hard on the paper or pressing just softly? When you was pressing hard, um, I want you to look at it as this because it's really many ways that you can look at it. It's about energy. When you was pressing hard, what type of hardness were you feeling? Was it really hardness where you were being so hard on yourself because this is the dominant color that you're using and your younger self is trying to tell you that? Or is it you actually putting up that much harder vibration to attract what you want based off of being consistent in doing the things that you said that you would do for yourself? So that one was for me. So gratitude to yourself. Okay. Now this is the part where I mentioned if you left any blank spaces. So if you left any blank spaces and it was intentional, you know, ask yourself those blank spaces, what those blank spaces represent. Okay, it means you didn't color it in or anything. It can be a form of white. Okay, pure white light, purity, and everything. We'll get into that in a few. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. Okay, so think about that again. If you have a blank space and it was intended for you to color it in, I want you to think about the intention of what that space was supposed to hold far as the color. Think about the intention. You're not only doing your physical art, but you're doing some mental, visual art. And if you left it out, you should be able to still see the finished product. And remember, I said you can actually do this after this if you would love to finish it. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you this: if your drawing could talk, what would it say to you? So I want this to be sacred to you. You don't need to share this with anyone. This is for you to be sacred yourself. The breeze feels nice, nice. Nature got the breeze going. I'm loving it. Gratitude to that because that's right there, confirmation right there. I'm definitely going to finish my drawing after this because if my inner child could talk, I can see exactly already what it is that she's telling me. So I talked about if you have intentionally left the space blank. So look at white as a form of purity, fresh starts. And when I say light, also think of your light attributes. What is it in your light that you show people? Um, where is it where you feel like you become pure in? White is also it's healing energy for those who do a Reiki. It's some healing energy. So how has this energy of white? This is where you all should definitely dive deep on. Make sure my volume up. Y'all should definitely dive deep on understanding the colors that you use. So after this, dive deep on the colors that you use and allow it to resonate with you by sitting with the information you just read. Okay. Now, Earth Star Chakra. I'm thinking about the chakras as well. Let's get back to the colors. Blacks, browns. These are very grounding colors. Um, Especially browns and your blacks. That would be your Earth Star Chakra. That's your ancestral intelligence, memory, mystery. You're actually going within. I love to say that. Universal divine oneness, when you go in. Okay, so your Earth Star Chakra is 6 to 12 inches below your feet, and the colors of that chakra again would be your browns, your blacks, your really dark, dark reds. Okay, it's another. I would say it's the first root chakra because it's what energetically connects your bodies, these bodies that we have here, um, to the earth. Our bodies belong to the earth. This is, how we connect, and not many people know that you are to ground that chakra as well. Hence why there are two root chakras. The first one is called your Earth Star chakra. Okay, and that would definitely be Mother Gaia here. Okay, our connection with her. Okay, other colors. Now, red would be your root chakra. So that's about security. That's about, stability, grounding as well. Okay, we're in our lower chakras. Our lower chakras is considered, like our animalistic cells. Your lower four is the animalistic you. Your heart is the gateway, and then the upper chakras are your God self chakras. Okay, so root chakra is all about how do you feel? Do you feel secure? Do you feel safe? Do you feel grounded, especially within yourself? Okay, sacral. Sacral is orange. This is, between the root sacral and the solar plex, all three of them tie in together when it comes to your sexual energy. That's just for me, especially your sacral and solar plex, because your sacral is all about creativity, joy, play, okay, creation. Your solar plex is your personal power, your confidence, your ambitions. That would be yellow. Okay, you're green. Heart chakra. This is the element of air, by the way. We're going through the gateway. Compassion, love, forgiveness. It's that balance between the two. Um, your throat, your heart will be green. Your throat is blue. Very expressive, communicative. Communication also requires listening as well. Um, Yeah, a lot of people forget that. So when you're communicating, it's always good to not only just speak, but actually take a moment to hear because you got to hear each other out. How would you know what the other one is saying? Um, Also, let's see, we're going to the third eye, indigo. Indigo. Was there some indigos um, for you to see clear seeing, intuition, wisdom? And then your crown chakras, your purples, spiritual enlightenment. So think about the colors that were used in there. Did you use all the colors? Colors like gray. That's a neutral color. A color of, I would say it is a color of a form of neutral receiving, and it goes with grounding as well for me as well. I'm too still on my journey as well. So your pinks will be your heart chakra as well. Um, Pink and green for the heart is actually the colors for the heart. So, you may have used both. It doesn't really matter. So, really think about the colors that was used in your drawing, and when you were using these colors, how did you feel? Where was your thoughts? Did you allow yourself to flow? Did you pick every color, the first color that you told you to put on that paper? Did you allow yourself to do that with the colors, or did you second guess? Okay, don't second guess yourself. That's the whole point of this. Allow little you to speak, because little you have something he or she may have to tell you. Okay, so we're going to get started. I'm going to take a sip of my water here. Really want to focus on a lot of the hips area. So I going to start with a stretch. Come around. It's probably best that you sit this way. We're going to start sitting this way. Okay, I want you to stretch your left leg out here. All right. Now, if you have a block, sorry, I had a message. You can use it. If you don't, it's all good. You're just gonna reach behind your foot, but I like the block. We're gonna get a nice little deep stretch. Put the block behind your foot. Lean in to the left. Okay. Bring your arm up over your head. Get a nice stretch right there. Nice stretch. Make sure you're breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth, and breathe from your diaphragm. That good stretch. All right, now let's bring it up. Bring it back up. All right. Now we're gonna switch legs. You're gonna start releasing some stuff. So if you got gas, let it on out, baby. Let it on out. Okay, so same concept on this side. Bring that left arm over. And bring it back up. Before we go any further, I would like to further ado introduce you to Myrtle. So I'm gonna do my girl like that. Myrtle, and this is little Myrtle. Okay, be out here chilling with your girl, out here chilling. All right, making sure. Let me see. All right, we are going to bring our feet in. I'm gonna turn the other way because I get a deeper stretch this way. I'm gonna turn the other way because I have more room. So, first stretch here. Put the palms of your feet together, the backs of your feet, however you want to say. Sit your back up straight. If you can, if your knees can touch all the way down to the mat, do so and get a good stretch. If they cannot, it's okay. Do where you are at. Remember, continue to do this daily and you will see the difference. It's like you slowly pushing that stagnant, stuck energy out in those areas. Let's just sit here for a bit. Definitely focusing on removing stagnant energy in the hips. Ground that motherfucking shit down. You okay? Ground it down. Okay. Now I used to do, I actually still do. So there are moments where I go maybe a day or two without doing this, and I can definitely feel it. But I get back into it, and my goal is to sit up straight and lean forward and see if I can touch the ground. When I'm inside, I say I need to see if I can kiss the floor. So I have done it numerous of times, which is why I know it can be done. Just be gentle with yourself. Imagine the energy being pushed out. Feel it being pushed out. Open yourself up. Excuse me. Whew, whew. Feels amazing. Now just bring me back up, slowly back up, slowly back up. Now, if you have a block, use it. If you don't, it's okay. All you're going to do is just reach your hands out in front of you and get a good deep stretch. That way, if you have a block, you can push the block right in front of you. Get like I would say like 2 feet, about 2 feet away from yourself. So, and then stretch. Alright, and let's bring it back up. Bring it back up. I'm gonna put our block to the side. Move slow movements, slow movements, okay? I want you to bend your left leg in like this. Cross your right leg over, alright? You're gonna twist. Alright, let's come back around. Come back around. Switch legs. Slow movements, slow movements. And your right leg back. Left leg cross. Twist around. Your arm rest on the top of your knees. right, and bring you back around. Okay, so from here, we are going to lay it down, bring our legs in tabletop position. Hopefully, you can hear me. Let me come this way so you can hear. Legs at tabletop position. Okay, see my legs laying on your back. All right, and I just want you to hug your legs, pull them in, bring them close to you. If you want to do a nice rock side to side, you can do so. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. All right, let's bring our legs back to the center. Now let's cross our left leg over our right. We're going to put our left hand through the hole we just made here. Bringing it around, interlocking it with the other hand, pulling that right thigh in. All right, let's pull the right leg back. Move your arms slowly. Uncross your left leg. Now do the opposite leg. Cross your right over your left. Let's do the same thing on the opposite end. Pull that left thigh in. You should definitely feel it in the top areas of your glutes, starting where your glutes and your lower back connects. All right, pulling it back, down. All right, slowly unlock your legs. All right, now let's hug our legs, bring them in again. From here, you're gonna roll your feet, roll those ankles, reverse, yeah, back and forth, back and forth. Take a moment to, rotate your ankles. We grounding that motherfucking shit down. Okay. All right. From here, hands, each hand on each knee, as if you're about to open your legs, because you are. You're going to spread your legs out and bring them around in a circle motion. Your hands on your knees, kind of guiding your knees. Just bringing it all around in a circle. And once you bring it around this time, pause. Legs should be open like a V. Hold this right here. Give it a good stretch. Good stretch. All right, now bring it back around town. All right, bring your legs back to tabletop. Twirl your ankles again. Twirl them again. Reverse to the opposite side. Back and forth. Now back to tabletop. Now just bring your legs slowly up into the air. Straight out. Imagine you standing up upside down. Now take your hands and wrap them around your thigh as if you're hugging your legs. Bring yourself back down. Bring those legs back down. Okay. Bring your legs down to the ground. All right. From here, palms facing. The palms are facing flat. Palms facing flat. Feet all the way flat on the earth's surface. What you're gonna do is just rock your hips from side to side. There we go. Rock your hips from side to side. All right, from here, now I want you to push your hips up to the sky like this, making a bridge. Under your bridge, interlock your hands, hold them together, giving you a push up. Your shoulders are up off the ground and getting a nice good stretch right there. Nice good stretch. And bring it down. All right. Let's turn over. Let's turn over on our stomachs. Get in a position of cobra with your hands close to your chest, so shoulder length apart. You're just gonna push your upper body up like this. Get that good stretch in the lower back. Now let's bring our hips up. Doing another tabletop. We're gonna cat cow. I like to breathe in when I do the cat. Okay, so cat, we're going. And then cow. Breathe out, okay? So breathe in cat, breathe out cow. Let's do this 5 times. Or to help you if you want to, box breathing. Time yourself on how long you want to stay in each pose. That will be 3. Let's do 2 more. Let's do 2 more. One more. All right, let's bring ourselves back into cobra position. From there, we'll go into downward dog. All right, let's bring you back down. Bring it all the way down. Head to the mat. Give yourself a few minutes. I'm gonna allow you guys a few minutes to just take a moment, have a nice meditative state there. Breathe to yourself. Ensure that you have some water. And from here, I want you to slowly roll over, roll up on your back, get back in lotus position. Um, we'll do like a slight shoulder stretch because we got it all the way up here. We want to expand that out. So let's sit in our lotus position. We're going to take our left arm, bend it to your back, upper part of your back in the center. Lean into your right and take your right hand over your elbow here and pull. Do like a slight pull in. All right. Bring yourself back to center, releasing your arms. Switch to the other arm. Right hand in the center of your back. Lean to the left. Left hand pulling in the right elbow. Getting in a good stretch. All right, let's bring that back to center. All right, let's bring your left arm up in front of you as if you're reaching out. Now cross it around, swing it to your right. Take your right arm and pull it in like that. Round that down. Release. All right, let's switch arms. Ground it down. Ground it down. Ooh, fudge pops. Feels so good. I may have hit some of the chakras that were needed. All right, let's do a nice neck roll. We're just gonna roll to the right, roll to the right, finish it out strong, roll to the left, Go to the right again. And roll to the left. And center. All right. Take a moment and breathe. I pre-shuffle these cards. So what I'm going to do is just get right into it. We're going to get, the minimum is 3 messages. We've had the most was 5. I'm going to do that one over. Hold on, I want to make sure that they fly out correctly. Let me do that over. I want it to allow it to flow. What messages this Saturn's rising you have for us, universe? What's the message this Saturn's rising? My first message, first message. 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 Elevated conscious, no heavy lifting required. What's our first message, universe? What's our first message, spirit? What's our first message? I know we got one. I know we got one. I know we got one. That probably was it. There we go. That's one. All right. We have any more messages? We have any up? There we go. All right, they coming out. They coming out. They coming out. This is actually more than one. We got 4 this rising. Make sure there's no more messages. 4 came out thus far. I feel confident that these are the 4 that we'll be speaking upon. So I'm going to turn them over. The first card, okay? Crown chakra, okay? Can you say that again and again? Repeat the affirmation below to yourself silently or out loud, anywhere from 1 to 37 million times per day. 2 or 3 usually does the trick. Feel the wisdom your crown chakra has known all along. I openly receive the light and wisdom of the universe so that I may evolve in consciousness. Then, if there's a time, I hit to-do list. Then, if there's time, I hit my to-do list. Okay, so this is the crown. Okay, that's our first card. Our second card, this is our solar plex. I'm going to read this. Jot a mental love note to your week ahead. Okay, we had this card last week. So write and or recite a positive, proactive solar plex promise to be upcoming week. Primacy, that's what it said. Solar plexi promise to the upcoming week. It's kind of like a pinky swear plus love letter all in one. Dear this strong, because I want to say strong, there's nothing weak about you. I will blank something that you will do, however big or small. I roll out the welcome mat for emotions, expressions, people you want to call in. That's the next blank. I unapologetically ditch blank behaviors, attitudes, experiences you want to let go of. This is personally for me. Okay, so that's for your solar plex chakra. Okay, so this next one is your sacral. Draw a self portrait. If you have a mirror handy or a portrait of someone else, pro tip, pets make excellent right brain subjects, but only use your right brain to do it. How? By only looking at the picture and imagining the person in the picture. Portrait. Okay, this is your sacral. Okay. All right, the next one is the heart. Okay, kind of resonate. Are any of these colors resonating with any of your colors that you used? Okay, random acts of kindness. Bingo. Complete 3 in a row in any direction to earn your creed as a captain of kindness, or to really go for it. Do the whole board. What a show off. So, we had this card before too. So, on the board here, these are many types of acts of kindness. Okay, I'm going to read them. But I also want you to also, you don't have to necessarily go off this. I do want to say just have some sort of act of kindness, even if it's for yourself. Okay, first box, pick up litter that isn't yours. Second, send a written love letter to someone you know. Send a handwritten letter to someone you know. Okay, bake homemade cookies and give them away. Bring soup goodies to someone who isn't feeling well. Feed an empty parking meter. Give up your seat or randomly pay the toll for the car behind you. Compliment someone in front of their boss. Hold the door for at least 3 people. Walking a friend's dog. Okay, so these are the acts of kindness on the board. Okay, so what I want to say though, remember to think about any type of acts of kindness that you can think of. You don't necessarily have to make sure that's all the messages. It feels like that's all the messages. Yes, that feels about right. Yes, 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 yes. So this will be all for Saturn's rising reset. Gratitude so much for all of you that joined. Much love to Myrtle and Little Myrtle, the nature in itself, sun, God raw, beautifully shining down on me. Okay, if you have not finished your art project, by all means do so. And hold on to that piece for a little while until little you have another message to give you. Until then, family, find your light and future crown, family. Peace.